Hi guys, welcome to my Bomb and Bougie nail application, and tonight I wanted to show you guys how to put on a set of Color Street. So what I have here is the tools I'm going to use. I have my scissors and I have a wooden stick. It's sharp on one end and it has like a flat on the other, and then I just have a nail file. So that's really all I need to apply my nails. You don't really even need the scissors or the nail file, but I like to have them on hand. And then I have my Color Street nails. This set is Raise Your Spirits. It's retired Halloween from last year, but I haven't got it to apply it, so I figured I'd do it for you. It is a duochrome, and I don't know if you can see it in the light, but it shifts from like green to purple in the light. So, all right, well, let's get started. So the Color Street basically comes with everything you need. Depending on the package, some are sideways, this one's long ways. And it comes with a little nail file. They all look different. I'm not actually going to use this, so I'm going to set it to the side. And then it has an alcohol prep pad for your nails. And then it has the nail strips. Okay, so there are 2 sets. And I like to cut mine with a scissors, because I like to put my nails back in here when I'm done. All right. So as you can see, we have 2 sets of nails. So 16 altogether. I know you only have 10 nails, so it comes in all shapes and sizes, and you should be able to find a fit for any of your nails. So I already know what size nail I usually use. I don't use the pinky out here because it's pretty small. So I like to set my sets up. So that's my pinky, and I can actually just go down the line because I'm pretty... these 2 are pretty much, I'm actually going to flip that out to make a better pattern. So what you would want to do normally is you want to pull your nail when you're trying to see what the best fit is and kind of just fit it to your nail. Make sure it's going to come down on both sides. I've done it several times, so at this point I know what I'm doing. Now, you have the 2 sets. Some people use both sets. I like to try to get 2 sets of nails out of mine, so 2 applications. So I'm going to show you how I apply it with just the 1 strip of 8 and save my other set for later. So all of them come with a clear strip. So you just basically remove the color. Set that aside. And then what you have is the nail polish strip. And then there's a little gray application right here. You're gonna pull it off like so. And I like to stick mine back on the shiny side right here so I can handle the edge without touching it. And then you're gonna pull that little gray piece off. And then that way I feel like I have a little handle while I'm applying my nail. So I just line it up. I keep it away from my cuticle, so we want to put it next to the cuticle but not over the cuticle. So you try to line it up, and if it doesn't work, it's sticky, you can pull it right back off and reset it until you get it how you like it, and it takes me a couple times. I can't just lay it on, I'm not a pro yet. Okay, once it looks good, I'm going to check the sides. And then I'm going to start going side to side like this. And then I'm going to work it up all the way. And I'm going to take it and go kind of like this and squeeze the edges together. And then at this point, you can either take your file and file it off, but I have learned how to just pull it off with my thumbnail. And when you're starting your applications, you want to go pinky to thumb. You want to save your thumbs. They're going to be your tools. So I just like to kind of pull it on the edges and over and tuck it under and use my nail to kind of cut it off. Just like that. Okay. And then I'm just going to flip this over and set it for my next nail. I'm going to take my fingers and rub the edges. Now, as you can see, I have some on the excess of my finger right here. It's going over the side. So that's when my handy dandy wooden tool comes in. And I'm going to use this side of the tool. And I'm just going to rub this along my cuticle right here on the edge. I'm just going to poke it down a little, run it back and forth, and then I'm going to slightly pull away the excess. You want to be careful when you do this so you don't rip the actual strip on your nail. And just like that, pull it off. Just got a little bit right here I'm not a fan of. Kind of got it on the cuticle. Kind of just press it down till it loosens. And there we go. So, and then you're just gonna press a little bit more. Gonna get those edges. Just like that. Your thumbnail also is like sharp. If it's sharp enough, you can use it like just to take the excess off. And then there is my, sorry, there we go. There we go. And that's the pinky. All right. So now I'm gonna take my other strip and I'm gonna do my other pinky nail out of this one. So I just take it off the backing and then I just go ahead and apply it to my other pinky nail. Just like that. I like to check my sides. If it doesn't line up right, I just pull it off and redo. That's the great thing about these sticky is really if you mess that up, then you can literally, before you start pressing it down, when you're just laying it on top, you pull it back up and try it. So that looks good. I'm going to go ahead and go side to side, make sure it sticks. And then do the, and then I'm just going to tuck it under again and start to cut it off. These are actually cutting real nice. I don't even have to try. Boom. All right. So that one's looking real good. Yeah. I don't know if you can tell in the light, it's duochrome. So depending on which way you shine it in the light, it goes green or purple. Okay. And then let's do the middle finger because I have one long and then I lost one of my nail here, but I can still get both nails with this strip. So what we're gonna do is the same thing we just did. Take the clear off. Gonna try to keep this right on the edge because I'm gonna need most of this nail for my long nail. Okay. And like I said, I like to get it not on my cuticle and pretty lined up. I don't want her face like crooked. So we just keep kind of moving it, making sure you got, it's going to cover the sides and press side to side. Whoop. The white thing fell off, but that's okay. Tuck it under and just press with your nail. Cuts right off. Okay. Smooth it out. Tuck the edges under. See, I got a little bit of excess right there. I'm just gonna smooth it till it cuts right off. Now, if my nails were this long on both fingernails, I would probably have to use another strip. It would not let me get 2 applications, but since my other nail broke, we are good to go. All right, there's the middle one. And I'm just gonna take this nail strip. And it's a little bit on my cuticles, so I'm going to move it up a little bit. It's better if you don't get them on the bottom of the cuticle because they could lift. So you want to try to avoid sticking them over your cuticle. Just right above it is perfect. Okay, got it where I want it. Side to side. I'm doing this like squishing up the sides up because that helps me pull the sting up to where I can tuck it under and then just cut it off. Especially when you have short, you don't have the whole strip to work with. And I can just kind of tuck it under. Whoop. That one didn't want to come off. And we're gonna smooth it out and just make it look pretty. There's a little bit of excess on there, so just kind of tuck it under. It takes about 30 minutes for these to cure on your nail. They are dry. You can do anything after that. But they'll literally like cure to the nail in like 30 minutes. So some of that excess, like if you have to tuck it under and you can't get it cut off, it'll fall off the next day because it hasn't cured to the nail, so you can play with it tomorrow. All right, guys, so that's my middle finger. And what we're gonna do now is I'm not gonna force you to watch me do all 10 nails, but we're gonna speed it up for you. Okay, guys, last one. We're almost done. And we're gonna take the last little bit and finish off the thumb. The thumbs, if you can notice, they have like a nice flat edge right here, and that really is good for the thumb. It's not as round as the other nails and the nail strip, so there's 2 different sets of thumbs depending on what fits you. But if they're both too big, it's real easy, like I said, to cut the excess off with that wooden stick that I use. And if you get bubbles within the nail, you just kind of tug on it and it will pull out the bubbles for you as you smooth your way up to the end of the nail. of smooth. I like to smooth the edges down. See, you got a little bit of excess right there, but I'm gonna take that off with my wooden stick. Now, once you finish these, they're pretty much done. I like to put a top coat on these, even though there already is a top coat. It's really your preference. Some people use a quick dry top coat. Sally Hansen makes a good one, or OPI. You can put a matte top coat on here if you want to matte out your color. It will work on the nail polish. But I like mine shiny and I like mine a little bit harder. So I actually use a gel top coat. I have a little UV lamp that I got on Amazon. I think it was like 15 bucks. And I cure them each for 60 seconds. And they make my nails nice and hard. I don't pick at them because of the gel top coat. And I just think that makes them look pretty. But there it is. Pretty much done. My sides look good. So here is the finished product. You can see pretty spooky ghost. Okay, sorry. There we go. Look good. Very easy. And this did not take me any time at all. And each application that you do, you get faster and better every time. But it's really super easy, guys. So thanks for joining me. Watch me put my nails on. Again, check my website out and check out the stock that's in. Like I said, it restocks every day. And you can also go on my album on Bomb and Bougie and see what's in my personal inventory. Thanks for joining me, guys, and I hope this application was helpful. Happy Halloween!